Hello beautiful souls and welcome to the 2025 Tarot Forecast for Capricorn signs. As usual, only take what resonates, you know the drill, leave the rest behind. This might not be for everybody, not everything has to resonate with you of course, so have an open mind and use what's good for you. Use what makes you feel like you can use it for the better, okay? So anyways, let's get started. Capricorn, what is your energy in the next year? And we have Martian energy here. There's a lot of changes in a lot of people's life and in the world in general that we're undergoing or will be undergoing, but it's more like rebelling against something and breaking free from chains, breaking free from something that isn't fulfilling you anymore in your life. It's just about making changes in several chapters of your lives here. For some, it's only one chapter or one area in your life. For others, it's several things that you want to change. So anyways, you have this fiery power to make things happen, to know what you want and to go for it, because Mars comes in with a lot of passion, with a lot of fighter's energy to fight for what you want, to fight for what you believe in, to fight for what's important to you. And it's like making your own luck. It's like going for what really defines you. And some of the people around you might be a little bit taken aback by that, because it feels like you're not holding back anymore. And this also comes, of course, with Pluto not being in your sign anymore, especially for ascendants. I feel like things will open up for you if you're a Capricorn ascendant from end of November onwards, of course. Throughout the next years, we will see that there are a lot of things that have been holding you back, or your kind of thinking and old ways having held you back, that this is kind of breaking free and making you move forward with such power and such fierceness, and also a little bit of an egocentric energy, which is not bad. I'm not one who says that looking out for yourself and going for what you want makes you egocentric per se. It has to do with how you deal with other people, of course, but going for what you want never makes you kind of self-centered in a bad way. Of course, you're focusing on yourself and on your well-being, but that's a good thing, and we all should have a healthy sense of self-centeredness. And I feel like you were holding back from that in the past 16 years or even longer, Capricorn. So it's time to free yourself and go for something that you truly want in your life and make the required changes. I just feel like you can't help it anyway. Passion and fire will be driving you towards these changes here. So this is also kind of a rebellious energy, rebelling against things that you don't take anymore. Like people treating you a certain way, you don't take it anymore. You're breaking free, you're moving on. And you will do that with a certain fierceness, is what I'm getting, that other people will be kind of surprised or shocked that you have that in you. Okay, so try to be a bit careful, a bit diplomatic, but it feels like this force that's coming through is gonna drive you in the next year. So what you will be focused on is security, and of course also with Pluto being in your second house of Aquarius, for Capricorns, this is you being concerned about money, about emotional as well as financial security. Okay, so what gives you stability in your life? What kind of profession gives you stability? So it's more like, I feel like it's more like focusing on something stable than having just pure adventures, is what I'm getting. So we have this Martian energy, this fiery energy, but I feel like it's very well directed towards something that gives you a long-term stability, because that's what you are and represent, basically, Capricorn. It's about long-term stability. It's not going from one person to the next. It's not going from one job to the next. Of course, you can try that, and especially with Mars, there will be a lot of changes and a lot of passions that are ignited, but still I think that you have this long-term goal in mind. So you could be focused on a new long-term relationship, or you could be focused on a new long-term job situation or self-employment. So I feel like this will be very much what you will be focused on in the next year, your own security, your own stability, also being independent from others. For those of you who have been working for others or have been kind of depending on your partner or something like that, I feel like it's more about being independent and making your own kind of stability. We have purity also, I love this. So it feels like there is a lot of cleansing going on in the next year for you when it comes to food, what you take in, when it comes to the kind of information that you take in. Also, when it comes to people that surround you, it feels like this will be such a cleansing process, and you will be much more mindful when it comes to these things, these energies that you surround yourself with. So there's a lot of self-care in this process, and also purity of soul is what I'm hearing. So there will be this soul evolution, and some of you might dive into spirituality a little more and do some daily meditations. And I can only advise you, as being a Capricorn Sun and Ascendant myself, Joe Dispenza's book, Becoming Supernatural, is really, really good, in my opinion. It gives a lot of great insights into what meditation does with your body, with your system, with manifesting things into your life. And he has a lot of good meditation methods outlined in this book, which I can only warmly recommend. Okay, so that might be for you. But it just feels like you will do your own thing. You will kind of find a way how to purify yourself and have this kind of spiritual evolution also, is what I'm getting. So there is so much things going on in the next year for you, where you are evolving, where you're stepping up your game, where you're kind of wanting to go after something new and change up for the better. We have Ascendant, so it's all about how you portray yourself out to the world, how other people think of you. Not that this is important to you, but it's kind of the thing that you're working towards. It could be your looks, it could be your health, your body with the first house, but it's also kind of changing how you appear to others. Being truthful and being independent and also being authentic is what I'm getting. So it's kind of redefining your own mission statement about who you are is what I'm getting. So you're getting very clear on who you are as an identity. It's about what you portray out into the world and becoming more authentic. It's also about getting a stronger aura. I feel like you will be very present in the next year, very much seen, very admired by people. Have this magnetic aura is what I'm getting, because you are so powerful. You're kind of oozing radiation and passion and strength. And we have the square. The square brings challenges, of course, so it brings you in contact with people who will not be happy that you will have this change towards making yourself kind of change a little bit into a better version of yourself. You know, there are always those people who are a bit insecure when you change something about yourself because they don't know how to deal with it. It's also about them feeling left behind if you kind of go in a different direction. And yeah, so some people could be coming in to kind of challenge you, or you could, of course, run into challenges, because Mars also is conflict. So there could be competition, there could be conflict, of course, with you doing things differently, with you wanting kind of to go for something where there's maybe a lot of competition around that, whatever that means. But there could be tensions, you know, around people, things, places, doesn't matter. But it feels like you are so strong, you know what you want, you're so focused that you will overcome these challenges, especially with Mars pushing you. You will win every kind of fight. I don't encourage you to fight, of course, and try to solve things more diplomatically, of course. But still, if you are going through stuff and lawsuits and stuff like that, I feel like you will have the strength to push through with that and not crumble, okay, in the face of adversity. All right, so there will be struggles when you kind of follow through on that new path, but well, that's life, I guess. Life is lifing, and you are kind of having this power with Mars to overcome anything that you want. Go the distance. Yeah, you're pursuing your dreams here. You're manifesting something, and the universe wants to encourage you to go the distance till you reach your goal. So if you have these visions that you want to pursue, Capricorn, you are in it for the long run, usually. And even if you feel like giving up, Mars will provide you with the energy to see things through to the end. So you will reach the finish line is what I'm getting with the projects, with the long-term relationship, with the health improvement, whatever you have planned for yourself. I see it coming to fruition, but you have to have patience. You have to show up and put the effort in and show up all the time. But Mars is encouraging you here to do that. There will be changes, a lot of changes in your life with this number 5, with this Mars coming in. And I think that you will instigate these changes. It's not like you will be pushed by the universe. It's not like maybe there are tower moments, but it feels like you are instigating these changes because you want to go somewhere, you want to do something, you want to be successful, and there will be a lot of changes. But with these changes, there can be conflict, there can be counter wind. I don't know if that's a word in English. It's like Gegenwind in German. It's like when you're going somewhere and you have wind from the front opposing you. It's like you might rush ahead so quickly that you will encounter walls, possibly. But yeah, don't let this hold you back. You will overcome any obstacle, especially with the Go the Distance card. So when you want to manifest something, go for it. And Orphaned, I want to clarify this actually, because the Orphaned is feeling left out in the cold. It's being sad about a loss or something. And this can be so many things. What I'm strongly getting is also that you feel like you don't belong in a certain type of situation anymore, and this situation is making you feel lonely, feeling like you don't fit in. Can be a group of friends also, or a workplace situation. It just feels like you want to do something differently, but I really want to clarify. Why do we have the Orphan for Capricorn? Okay, there are endings. There could be endings that will lead to new beginnings always, because, you know, Ten of Swords is like something had to stop. Something was brought in by the universe. So I feel like saying that you instigate these changes, I feel that's the reason for, or the fact for most of you people, that you will instigate changes and thus leave old situations, people, marriages, partnerships behind, friendships behind, because Ten of Swords is all about endings, but it's also about karmic lessons. And some of you, I think that's the minority though. I don't think that most of you will experience that the universe is taking something away from you by force. I really feel that you will make this ending, and you will kind of maybe leave somebody behind who feels left out by you, is what I'm getting. And for only a small amount of you, I think it will be the other way around. But of course, take it as it fits. Do not fear, because whatever is coming is meant for you, and it goes only upwards from there. So wherever you feel left out, betrayed, not fitting in, like something isn't for you, wherever you feel sad, the ending is coming in here for you to make a change, to do something better. We have the Queen of Swords, so there is self-reliant energy, being perceptive, being logical, cutting things off also. You know, the Queen of Swords is one who sets clear boundaries and who says, no more of this. I don't want to be in the situation anymore. I have to move on. I have to be strategic and go after my own life. So I feel like this is a very transformative energy that you will kind of move into in the next year, where you kind of end situations and move on. Even if you do that with a heavy heart, but I think it's necessary also. We have the Siren and the Hunter. Yeah, there's definitely temptations that you're going for. So this can be many things. With the Siren, this could be a person, of course, who's very alluring, that is hunting you or you hunting them. So I'm getting a strong sense of a relationship ending because of another person. Not for everybody, of course, but for those of you who resonate with this, who can feel already that there's somebody maybe interested in you or you are interested in. Could be that this is coming to a climax next year, where you kind of are getting closer together. Yeah, but this doesn't have to be love or another person. This can be anything. So it feels like you have set your eye on something, on your goal, and the universe wants you to go for it. Something is tempting, and that's why I say you have to leave something behind in order to get this, because otherwise it wouldn't be the Siren. It would be just having the eye on a prize. But the Siren is always coming with a little bit of connotation of being forbidden, being a temptation, leaving something behind to get there, like an offering, a sacrifice, you know. The Siren can also speak about you having this glow up and having this magnetic aura that attracts people like moths to the flame, not only in love, but also if you kind of, whenever you present yourself in the outside world, be it on social events or with your profession, being on stage or something, could be, but there is this magnetic aura that people will be drawn towards you in the next year because of this powerful Martian energy. Okay, so what else do we have next year? Nine of Rings. There's a lot of independence coming in for you. The Nine of Rings energy is one of being free, self-reliant, not needing anybody to go where you want to go. I mean, we all need other people to a certain extent, but it's not being dependent on anybody to make your dreams come true. And it's also about freedom and independence, also in a relationship sense, also in a work-related sense, freeing yourself from shackles, from what was holding you back. I just feel like there's so much forward movement here that you will have this glow up from. Love it. On all levels, looks and energy and health, and I just feel it moving forward for you. There's so much life force here. What else do we have for Capricorn 2025, please? Let's get some more cards out here for you. The Hermit. I like this energy because that comes in with the purity. There is a lot of contemplation and soul searching going on, so I don't feel you rushing forward and just being focused on yourself and leaving kind of casualties left and right. I don't see you do that. I think that you will be very much in tune with your higher self, knowing what's good for you and what not. And you will kind of be a little bit calculated in your risks, is what I'm getting. But you definitely are not holding back anymore from reaching your goals, which you might have done in the past, especially with Pluto in your sign, Capricorn. It's more like, I can't do that right now because I have responsibilities. But now you kind of know, I want this, I'm going for it. But you do it in a very pure, not like innocent way, but you try to do the right thing also by others, is what I'm getting. And I think that's a very good way to approach the situation. Spirit of Cups, this is opportunity coming in. It's Knight of Cups energy. So like we said, this could be somebody chasing you or the other way around. This could be an offer of a new life, a new job. But generally speaking, it's something that will make you very happy and fulfilled on a heart level. So this could be love, this could be friendship. But there's a lot of creativity also and a lot of fulfillment. You're going your own path is what I'm getting. You're going your own unique, you're following your unique vision. You are making your way towards this cup here. It's like this prize that you have in mind, something that is alluring to you, something that will promise a better future for you, whatever this is. And even though you have to walk through this water here and we don't know how deep it is, but I feel like it's very clear. So your intuition will be guiding you in the best way. So follow what feels good, what you truly want, what makes your heart sing. And even though there might be obstacles with this deep water, you don't know how deep or how shallow this water will be, but you are setting out on this path and you are going for it. You're going for this cup that's standing there on this cliff. This is what you have in mind and you don't mind going there. You have the strength, you have the courage, you are brave enough to take this risk. I love this energy. And with the Eight of Swords coming out in the reverse, it's about freeing yourself from limited thinking. So it's more like your horizon is broadening. You are freer to think outside of the box than you used to possibly in the past. For some of you, you're overcoming your fears. You are setting out on a new path and you don't know what the outcome will be, but you're following your heart. And I love this because this speaks of so much strength and courage. And it feels like you're a leader of sorts also doing that, because you will be a role model for others on how to do it. Even though you don't know the outcome, you're setting out. You're letting yourself be guided by your higher self. You're having courage, but you're kind of not walking all over people. You kind of try to do the best thing for everybody involved, but you're not let anybody hold you back. And that's the most amazing thing that I can tell you for the next year, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Wishing you all the best, Cappies. Bye-bye.